part 3, we're going to keep moving on with our Metamorphosis project. And remember, the Metamorphosis project is all about taking something and turning it into something else, usually something that's inanimate and you turn it into something living, or something living and you turn it into something inanimate. And you have the examples here of, a peacock turning slowly into a fan, or this clock turning slowly into an owl. And there's other examples that we saw here. Okay. So last class, you were supposed to come up with your idea. There was a couple of you that just redrew the example here, so maybe you were confused, but that's not what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to use this space to plan out your own idea. Maybe it'll help if I kind of do this with you. So I'm choosing to take a human heart and turn it into a guitar. And I'm doing it in 4 sketches. We're doing it in just 4 spaces, like the example you see here and the examples I just showed in this presentation. So I know I want to start with a heart, so that's easy enough. First step, I just draw that object. It's a heart. And I know I want to turn it into a guitar, so that's pretty easy too. The last step will just turn into a guitar completely. It's the steps in the middle that are a little more tricky, okay? So step 1, we have the whole human heart just right there. Step 2, I'm starting to add some changes. So still looks a lot like the human heart, but I'm giving little bits of the guitar. I'm starting to put it in there. The shape is changing. That hole in the guitar is there. I'm starting to use some of the veins to kind of represent the strings. Okay, so I'm starting to make changes. In the third box, there's even more changes. So it really starts to look like a guitar. There's still hints of my human heart there. I have some veins still. I have some of the little extra like veins that kind of separate off of the arteries and everything. So, but it is much more like a guitar there. And then again, by the fourth step, it's a total guitar. So that's what you're meant to do with your own idea, though. And some of you did that, and that's great. Some of you still need to do that. So just make sure, do it. And now, some other preparations we need to take, though, are to get some reference pictures. So we draw this really well. So I'm going to give you this assignment to do Metamorphosis Day 2. You need to get some reference pictures. I need to get some reference pictures. So I'm going to use Pexels if I can, pexels.com. And I'm also going to use, I couldn't find what I wanted on Pexels completely, so I'm going to use Google Images to get a picture of a human heart. I'm going to use Pexels maybe to get a picture of guitar that I like. So get your reference pictures and put them into your assignment. Okay, and then I also want to know what you would like to use for this assignment. So the materials are up to you. If you want to use water-soluble graphite, you can. If you want to use the watercolor pencils, you can. If you still want to use some pen and ink, that's fine. If you want to use a combination, that's also fine. But yeah, so check that out. And then we can actually start on our rough draft, at least start. So the paper that you're going to be using is this long, skinny paper. It has an H in the corner. I put an H, and I can't remember why I put an H. It should have an H in the corner, but it's long and thin, and it's 6 inches by 20 inches. And what we can do to get started is let's fold out our 4 steps. Remember, we're going to have our metamorphosis in 4 steps. So take your paper, fold it in half, okay, and then fold it in half again. And now we have our 4 little spaces for our 4 steps. You can start drawing. I would need you to start drawing. Start drawing your rough draft. Take a picture of what you have at the end of the day in your class. And I just want to see that you made some progress on your rough draft. So it doesn't need to be done yet. The rough draft doesn't need to be done, but I just need to see some progress. So take a picture of your rough draft and put it onto that slide right there. Take a picture of your progress on your rough draft. See, don't have to finish your rough draft. Just at least start it. So that's it. I hope everything was clear. I know I talk really fast. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and slow down during class. That's it. Good luck.